Hey everyone, Eddie here. We are back with Sephiria. I'm very excited for today's video because we are unveiling a new character, and oh my goodness, look at this chicken. Oh my, this is gonna be great. One of the many new characters that you can unlock. I've been hard at work to unlock the majority of them so we can create some new characters and some amazing backstory, and of course, some really, really fun builds. I think everyone's going to enjoy this one. So, this is Blaze. Blaze is a circus performer, travels with their family, best known for his amazing fire juggling skills, traveling from town to put on a performance to showcase their amazing feats, trying to collect sapphire as payment. Blaze dreams one day, however, to become a true hero and use the sapphire of his payment to create his own actual blade, not this plastic one, and become a hero. Upon visiting this town and completing their performance, a group of fiends storm the village and take all the sapphire down into the dreaded Roots Retreat. Oh no. Excited by this, Blaze takes this as an opportunity and grabs a blade from the nearby dojo and heads down to the Roots Retreat. Not only to bring back the sapphire that's well-deserved, that's theirs and his family, but also to prove his dream of becoming a true hero. This one's going to be amazing. So, of course, with Fruit Skewer, we are going Ember and Solar Blade because, well, that's what a fire juggler should go. And we are going full Wishing Fountain, and we're going to start off with Meteorite Earrings, so Solar Blade falls nearest when thrown. We do extra damage with Solar Blade, and of course, the fire damage, which is huge. Again, Solar Blade as well with Solus Fractu, which this one you can stack consistently, which is a great item, especially to increase HP for going down to Roots Retreat, and of course, fire damage as a whole. And not to be shown here, but we finally got all the talent points that you can currently in the state of the game as of this posting. As you can see, we're still going Willpower 20. It's still my favorite to do. I love the Wishing Fountain just to guarantee us items. But we are going Swiftness 20 so we can get that Extend Invincibility and, of course, that increased weapon damage. We're going to go ahead and dive right into Roots Retreat and see what lies below and if our young fire juggler can become the hero he wants and bring back the sapphire that was stolen from him and his family. Let's see what happens. If you enjoy this video, please give me a like. It does help me out and I greatly appreciate it. Also, please feel free to post in the comments. I do reply to all of my comments, so let me know what you think of the build, the game, the gameplay, the lore, of course, as it were. And of course, if you'd like to follow this in all of my content, please subscribe. We are building a great community here. Would love to see you join, especially if you're enjoying the content. And a big shout out to all of my current subscribers that constantly comment, like, and share my videos. Thank you all so much. I greatly appreciate you. All right, so as you can see, the fire juggling skills are here. I mean, this is incredible. Look at this. Natural born hero, I'd say. Wow, haven't seen any other heroes do this. Oh, so this is interesting. The curious thing about this build is we obviously want to get both Solar Blade and Ember maxed if possible. With Roots Retreat, of course, at level 30, it is going to be a bit tedious. However, we do want to ensure that the fire damage and burn are front scale. That's going to be very important in this build, so. With that being said, luckily we can do both. So I'm going to go ahead and see if we can ramp up Solar Blade damage here. So we're going to go ahead and take this one. Blaze is ready. Wow, I love the juggling aspect here. It's a perfect fit for our young little circus performer. So we're definitely going to go anvil so we can get the blade that Blaze took from the dojo and give it a little bit of a oomph that I think will fit Blaze's personality and skills. I think after that we can either go artifact or enchant, experience, and then probably enchant for the last one. So, yeah, I think that's a really good pathway. Let's do this. Okay, first enchant. Here we go. So after taking the blade from the dojo to prove that he can become a hero and make his dream come true, comes to an anvil of enhancement. Ooh, Helbanus. When performing a weapon attack, deal additional damage to the target equal to 30% of fire damage. That feels right. Yes. Oh, look at the fiery blade. And we have our tiny blades here as we juggle, so essentially consistently holding 2 blades at once. Gotta love it. Yeah, I'm definitely feeling the artifact here. I think HP could be good pathway here as defense. Also may go a little bit of a guardian in this as well, since we are melee and we are in Roots Retreat. So we'll see how our little feathery friend does here. Okay. Granted, this is level 1. We have to test this against the mini-boss and the bosses, of course. But these do not feel like level 30 enemies, I will say. And being taken down by a fire juggler. My goodness. Alright, this one's pretty straightforward. We're going to go ahead and get the Solar Blade and get our stat 4. So now we have plus 6% Solar Blade damage. Beautiful. Even more damage. The animation of this is great too. So much fun to use. And due to the meteorite earrings, the juggling, of course, from the solar blades, does become a little bit easier. So have to take that into consideration as well. But let's not put aside the fact that our young circus performer is talented. And a juggler on their own, of course. Definitely fits the lore. All right, let's see. What's our next one? Oh my. Not only is this going to get us the set 2 effect of our combo for activating Flame Touch, but this is exactly what we want. The burn stacks is very important in this build. Yes. Truthfully, in any fire build, the burn is where you want to be. The damage over time is so good. Definitely something that you want to keep in the back of your mind when you do any fire builds here in Sephiria. Oh my, this is one of my favorite Ember items as well. Yes, we're gonna grab the Snake Eyes. We're getting lucky. Even though we only have 3 choices, thanks to the fruit skewer, I would say. You know, you can choose a few different fruits to go off of. We're able to find what we need, which is great. Okay, coming across our first merchant, however, nothing that I can see that we can grab. And fortunately, we don't want to spend any of our well-earned sapphire for 2 reasons. One, I mean, that's what Blaze is here for, to collect the sapphire. Want to ensure that, you know, payment is made to his family and he has his share. Even though he has stolen a blade, but I'm sure he'll return it. Enchant is amazing here, even if it's a 2. So let's go ahead and go this one early on, see what we can pick up. Now, while I will say, dodging is important in this game in general. However, with this particular build and where we want to head to in our pathway, you want to ensure that you are dashing. It's going to be very important for later on. We'll talk about it once we get into the next enhancement. I actually don't mind advanced. We do have a ton of rerolls, but this is something we could pick up and we can easily replace. Maybe even with the legendary if we want. So I think best case scenario, we'll do something like this. We get an additional burn time, increase the fire damage from the meteor and our fire damage here. Or we could do this. Oh, I actually like this a little better for the time being. Yeah, just to increase our fire damage as a whole. It's very good. Yes. To be covered in flames. Jungle these blades. Oh. Okay, we did get a 2. So this is actually what we can do now. So instead of this one here, we can move this one here. And we can actually just put the 2 here in meteorite. So that way this has its own here. Yeah. And the great thing about this is even though it's a legendary, it's only 2 and still very powerful. Now we're at plus 12 fire, but we can move this one wherever we want to now. So that is a good thing about some of these solar blades and embers. However, there are some heavy, medium, and high star amounts in this build. So we're definitely going to need some more. And again, in Roots Retreat, sometimes it can be cumbersome to get those. All right, some more potions, more of that. We are rocking. I think we're ready for our first mini-boss. Look at Blaze, just not afraid of entering a bony entrance. Very odd. The goat skeleton. Here we go. Testing our strength for the first time. Oh my goodness. Didn't even get a chance to jump. Okay. We did say potentially we would want to go some Guardian here, but not at this moment. We're doing pretty well. I mean, I believe that may have been the first time we were actually hit. Oh, this pouch would have been amazing. Oh, darn. Well, I mean, technically we could still get it. And we can boost, so 12% and then be times 2. But I think we'll just stick with the Solus Fracto here. Yeah. All right, on to the real challenge. The first fiend from that group that came to the village and stole all the sapphire. Let's take them down and return what's rightfully ours. This does not feel like a level 30 boss. Okay. Oh, it's still burning. Even after death. Wow. Blaze. Oh, my. Oh, this is a pretty good one. There are better ones, but this one is pretty good. Just because this will allow us to activate and then bring any solar blades that we leave on the floor to us, and it does damage in the pathway, which is pretty cool. Right now, our juggling is so good, though, but I do feel like later on this will come in handy. So, plus this gets us to our next set, already at set 6 here for Solar Blade. Wow. And this is important, too, because we also get an extra blade to our count while increasing the damage. I do like Binary Star. That is a good one. And I can see a couple things that we can pick up here. So I actually will take this. I know I have the rerolls and I can potentially get something better, but now on 2 on this doesn't do anything. 2 on the meteor, however, does get us an extra meteor. So I am going to do that instead. I could also increase the fire damage yet again, which is pretty important. But I think we'll stick with this and we'll see what happens next area. So we can grab more sapphire and, more importantly, the final blade enhancement. Blaze now heads to the woodlands area. And now time to choose a miracle from the roots of the mighty tree. I think we know what we're going here. I don't think it's any surprise we're going chef. Plus 5 fire damage, 25% burn extra damage, and we get a little ember rose. They did update this rose, which is actually very good. Now our ember is increased as well, plus 6 fire damage. I'm gonna put this one here. All right, now we have 1,000 maple. Anything here that we can pick up? Another binary star wouldn't be terrible. I do see a few things that would make sense. I'm also thinking we could save. We can also go a little bit defensive and pick up a large potion. But I think we're pretty confident. We're going to hold and save. Let's see what lies here for the woodlands for our feathered friend. The anvil, of course. Yes. Oh, this is going to be exciting. I think we can go ahead and go tablet and then enchant. It is actually a very nice pathway for us. Let's do it. So now Blaze enters the final anvil enhancement. What will they find? Ooh, Heidi. When consuming dash count, gain overheat stacks. 1 by default. Gain 2 when using sheath, up to 6 times. Consume stacks when using normal attack. The overheat is insane. So the attack speed becomes fixed to 300%, and then normal attack is now changed to the fire attribute at 110% damage. Look at this. So how this was going to work. Okay, so Blaze dashes, and you'll see he gains the overheat stack, right? And then when normal attack happens, 300% attack speed, right? Now, when you sheath and dash, we double it. So, what will happen in this build now moving forward, essentially, it's all going to be about dashing, which is why I said dashing is important. Not only to dodge, of course, but to dash so we can gain the overheat. But also knowing what type of enemies we face. If we're facing, pretty straightforward enemies, it'll be easy just to dodge, hit, dodge, hit, dodge, hit, and always have at least 1 overheat. Now we can go ahead and just sheath, dodge really quickly to gain all 6, and just do an onslaught. Blaze is ready. Oh, Blaze is ready. All right, we definitely want a tablet because we want to start getting some of these artifacts that we picked up, which so far we've been pretty lucky. We've gotten some really good artifacts. Let's see how this does. Okay. Oh my goodness. Windsong could be interesting as well, but I think I'm going to reroll here. Oh, what a great reroll. Eggshell is very good with burn. Ooh, okay. We definitely want to see if we can get that up, especially since we're in the woodlands area. Only the 2nd level, so we still have a few more levels to go. This build is insane. Who would have thought a fire juggler could be one of the strongest characters in the game, let alone a chicken? Oh, goodness. This is great. We do still have to be cautious. We are very confident, but Blaze can tend to become a little cocky. So we do have to be careful. These are level 30 enemies, even though they don't feel like it right now. Okay. Yes, we definitely need some enchants and tablets now. This is insane, the burn. Wow, now if we can find Firebug, we are sitting very well. Dedication's okay. No, there is another advance, which we could put it on the opposite and then double all these. I'd probably take off one just so we can get the ball of red yarn, though. So that is an option. This is a better one. So what if we did it this way? We would still have a negative, so I guess it doesn't really matter. Yeah, so we'll do something like this. So now we can actually put this here for a 4. We can go ahead and get the magma bead up for the additional burn. And I think I'm actually going to do white eggshell here for the 8%. Nah, I think we'll stick with we'll stick with this. But that is a huge boost. Now we have 100% extra burn damage. And we have extra stacks and grants 2 additional burns. Wow, this burn is going to be heavy, which is exactly what we want. The reason burn is so good is because we can attack, especially with how much damage we're doing currently, and kind of just walk away and let the damage do its thing. Okay, here we go. Beautiful. Oh goodness. Absolutely beautiful. Blaze sense an evil presence here. Could this be the other fiend who has taken the sapphires? Let's find out. Let's find out. A panther assassin. What assassin? Oh, here we go. Crimson Sunset is amazing. We could also grab this to reduce the flame touch cooldown from the haste, but I think we got to go with the Crimson Sunset. Solar Blade has a 20% chance to grow in size. Yes. Oh, those enchants and tablets are going to be very necessary now. Oh, let's see what this merchant has. Ooh, a great item. Unfortunately, not for this one. So we can reroll, but again, we are trying to save for the rest of our new character companions. Sir Cullen. Another nobleman, the hero that Blaze wants to become. We are not going companion this build. However, this is a great pickup. Sir Colin is probably one of my favorites in the companions. And there's a lot of good ones. And hopefully even more to come. Haven't seen any cracks, though, in this area. Another 2. Okay, so what do we want to do here? We could get Snake Eyes up so we can have 3 meteors. We could do a 60% chance to grow in size, so a little larger. And increase damage when thrown. Kind of like that. Yeah, I do like that. And then if we have something, maybe another binary if we find. Actually, another binary here would be perfect. Any tablet, truthfully, here. I love power. That's one of my favorites to use in a slot like that. But we could move some stuff around. But I am pretty happy with what we have currently. All right, on to the depths. The next boss. for Blaze's encounter. Let's see who it'll be. Ah, the captain of the assassins. Trying to avenge his fallen Black Panther that I've taken down so swiftly and easily. You went down just as quickly as your companion. Okay, all Glacier or Frost Relic. Wow. This is going to be very fitting for a very cool character we have in mind here in the future. So if you're a Frost lover, I think you're going to really enjoy that one. Oh, there it is, the Flame Bug. Oh my. This is also going to increase Ember as well. Now we have the Flame Touch cooldown haste at 150. All right. We did talk about Binary. That is a good one. I also really like Exit. The part about Exit, though, is if we put it here, we're going to have a little bit of a higher... Yeah. And this at 2 doesn't do anything. So I want to ensure that that's at a 3 currently. Choices. I mean, either of these will be pretty good to start off. I'm just thinking of what's going to be beneficial overall. So I think I'll choose Binary. And then I can go ahead and put the 2 here. And then instead of this one up top, we can actually do our Flame Bug. Well, Flame Bug only requires 1. So I suppose let's do this just to increase our flame damage then. Yeah, it's a little better. So now our Solar Blade has a 100% chance to grow in size and increase the damage. We just increased our fire and we gained an additional burn stack. That's pretty good. That is pretty good. All right, we did have to heal on this one. So considering HP and potions on the next floor, I feel like is going to be crucial. Let's see if this merchant will give us anything. The library. Wow. These 2 are so good. Just not for this build. We could pick up Fire Arrow. Wow. I mean, we could just to grab the Ember. I mean, we are currently... So we're level 3. We have 7 of 8 Solar Blade. And then 6 of 8 Ember. We probably won't use this as much. 900. My fear is that one of these merchants is going to have like that amazing epic item, and then we're not going to have enough maple for it. I don't know if Fire Arrow is good enough to grab. We'll see if I made the right choice or not. Oh, always inventory and enchant in the same slot. At least there is an extra enchant, so that's good. And then I suppose we can either do dice or experience. Either one of those are good for the last one. But we do have plenty of slots, but I do feel like grabbing an extra inventory slot is always so good. So we're going to go inventory, enchant, and then we'll decide on the last one. Let's do this. All right, how will Blaze fare against these enemies? Very well so far. Very well. Ooh, there's the Ember. So now the attack speed of burn can gain. That's good. I like that. Okay. Ooh, what's this? Physical damage? Let's do it. Why not? All right, let's see what awaits us over here. Ooh. A vampire bat. I don't know if I want to do this. That is one of those risk rewards, but Blaze I feel like is going to pass. He's claustrophobic. He doesn't want to get in there. He has no problem with throwing flaming daggers. But I think he draws the line in enclosed spiky tombs. All right, enchant. Here we go. Ooh, and there are the flame turrets here. You do have to be a bit cautious. Wow. That's why burn is so crucial. We just walk away, come back, they're gone. Ooh. Precision, Mystic. Mystic is also interesting. If we choose Mystic, especially after the update, so what will happen is anything, so for the first set, for 2, it'll be where it's in parentheses of 2. Anything in these slots get doubled. So the first one will be that top one, it looks like. So anything that we have there will be doubled, which actually isn't bad because we could put like Flame Bug or something there as well. And Great Blessing increases all damage dealt. That is pretty good. Let's try it. Put this next to the other Mystic here with the eggshell. So now anything in this slot could become a 4, essentially. So I think I'd rather have the burn stacks here. We are going to lose a little bit of fire damage, but I think that's okay for right now, on the time being. The burn is pretty important, especially with that many extra stacks. Let's see if it was the right choice. Ooh, we did have to train out our Great Blessing, though. So make sure I do that. So that way we can actually activate it. That felt good to me. There we go. All right, let's go this way and see what's over here. All right, the exit. All right, any cracks, hidden areas? Not here. Okay, may have missed some. It was a large area over here. Let's just double check. All right, we just have one more pathway. Ah, finally a 3 enchant. Very much worth. Okay. Well, with everything where it is currently, I mean, we could get another burn stack, which is pretty crucial. We can increase Solus Fracto, or we can gain 3 meteors. I mean, attack speed of burn is also a big one, but I feel like I'd rather have the extra meteor in the damage. So I think that's what we would do. We're going to spread it across here. So this should be... Oh, no. We still have 2 more left. Hold on. So this now is a 1, right? So if we did the 3, we could be at... We just need a 2 slot, so we could trade this out. I actually like that better. Let's do that. So we'll increase the flame damage, and then also here. That way we're a little more balanced. I actually like that a little bit better. That works. Okay, on to the next area for Blaze. Okay, so we still have 6 dice for reroll. We're halfway through our current one, so I think I'm going to do experience because we are midway through, and we want to ensure that we can get our set combos at their top tier, especially Ember. Very important. There's that Zap Bug again. There we go. Dragon Sense is insane. Not only can we increase fire purely, but we just got plus 8 fire damage from getting the set 8. So we just need 2 more Embers, and we'll be in a really good spot. Yeah, not worth trading on that one. So I think we'll just hold this with its current. I mean, it's still really good. And we'll see what happens here. Wow. Ooh. All right. This may be where the other sapphires lie. So we're going to make sure we're fully well equipped. Drink a potion. Here we go. Another deadly mini boss. Not deadly enough. Wow. Duration of all debuffs inflicted on enemies plus 20%. That's really good. Shade. Wow. Shade could be very good here too. We are going to be a little over though on this one. So we just need a 2 slot then. I mean, I think we could just keep this for now. I do like this one. We can start increasing some of these. And the attack speed burn, I think. What was this one again? Oh, yeah, the crit chance, and this is the activator. We haven't, again, for this particular build, because we have the meteorite earrings, because they fall so close to us, we don't really have to go too crazy with this just yet. But I do feel like when we get to the later stages, we will need to use that. So I like this. We increase our fire, immediately executing the target, and then, of course, the debuffs and the burn. So this is pretty good overall. Nice. All right, let's go on to the next area here. Ooh, an obelisk. We haven't seen one of these in a while. Hopefully fire. Let's see. It's an obelisk with a unique lettering drawn on it. Try and read it? Yes. Luck. Hey, we have a lot of luck. You could always use more. We'll take it. We will take it. Okay, no cracks here. That's interesting. Wow, so that was a really quick area. All right. On to the next boss. So if that fiend didn't have the sapphire, maybe this one will. Here we go. Ooh. Tell you what, these bosses do not feel like level 30. With Blaze's juggling skill and this blade, my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay. Wow, blue hook. Where's our 4 at on this? This is interesting. So we have a ×4 there. I'm sorry, it's not ×4. It's a ×2. That actually may be pretty good. We are at a pretty high health most of the time. So I say we try this out. So now with that, we can move this here. And now we have a free 3 slot. And that would only be a 4, though. We want to keep this as a 5. We can increase this to a 1. Something else to a 1. Believe I want the attack speed burn. No, let's do the fire damage. Yes. So this could go here. And we can increase the fire damage on this one. Yes. All right, so we just got even more fire damage. We're at 80. Entrance is great. So now that's a 2. Trying to think of the next area. The eggshell could be quite crucial there. I do want to try to see if I can increase this fire damage as well, but I actually think we're pretty set. I mean, I suppose I could do this. Yeah, because we may not be at 70 all the time, which then, you know, makes that item there useless. So let's do that for now, and then we'll see where we end up. But I do like that. Now we're at 84 fire. All right. Blaze passes through the library onto the wasteland with over 2,000 maple. But we're not in search of maple. We're in search of sapphire. Let's see what we can find here. Nothing. Again. Wow. Okay, we are definitely going to take a potion then. Because we know this area can be... Ooh. All right, let's see. Enchant is great. I mean, we have a ton of items to enchant. We will probably go health. And, ooh, another inventory and enchant in the same row. I mean, we're 2 away from Ember, and then 3 away from Solar Blade. We've completed Mystic, unless there's a better Mystic item we can swap out for one of these. I currently like, this one is the only one that we may swap out, because although it can be great, I mean, extra universal damage of 15%, it's also not guaranteed, especially now that we're heading into these heavier areas. And remember, although we're doing very well, it is Root's Retreat, and you can become very humbled by these enemies. And Blaze is about to find that out. Okay, so I think enchant into the heart for more HP, and then inventory slot. Let's see how this goes. Yeah, these are very formidable foes, for sure. Especially those with a double dash. They can kind of throw off your speed there. I know I've fallen once or twice to them. Okay, very good. Ah, a trader. I'm starting to think it would be a good idea to start getting some of these potions, so I will grab those, and we'll see. We haven't had any real luck with fighting anything good at the merchants that fit our build, obviously. We've seen some really good items, but not for our build. Ooh, we did talk about Guardian. It is coming up here, so maybe a good time. My fear is that in picking up something like this and the experience becoming very frail, we may not get to the Ember that we need, but I think we're going to play it safe. I think Blaze is grabbing his inner hero and saying, hey, we have to survive this. We must. We have Sapphire to collect, and we want our dream of becoming a hero to come true. Ooh, a 3 enchant? Oh my. That's so good. We can get another meteor, increase fire damage, and either do the thing with eggshell. Obviously, I mean, it's so good, and it will be very crucial, I think, in the last level if we can surpass this. But it is useless against bosses, so putting that much into it makes me feel we could put it into something better. So I think we're going to do the red snake eyes, and we'll finish off Dragon Sense, and then the other one in attack speed. Yes. So now, what is this at? 1? And it does multiply it. So I suppose they'll all be that way. So I think we'll hold off like on that one for now, but at least we get the 4. I still like this. Yeah, this will also do the same, correct? Yes. Okay. Yeah, so we're just going to have one a little bit over, but that's okay for right now. We'll see if we need to update, or maybe we get lucky and get some more enchant. We do have a potential to get another enchant on this one, but I also would like the inventory. Max HP. Let's do it. Ooh, okay. That Guardian Shield came in clutch. It took the damage versus me losing health. We will always take that. Always. Burn in white eggshell is just a match made in heaven. It's such a good combo together. The synergy is so good. Wow, that's a huge buff. 15 HP. That is a huge buff. I'm very happy about that. Another Dragon Sense is good. Again, we do over Ember and Solar Blade. We want both, obviously, but as you can see, it is becoming a little bit tedious. The Ember is more important. So the question is, we want to try to get the fire up on this. So I think what I'm going to do is place it here, and I'm going to swap like this when we get to the boss. Because again, the white eggshell does nothing against the boss. So I'd rather have the increased fire, right? So we will do that for the time being. Okay, I think. Yeah, we got everything. All right, so moment of truth. Do we want enchant, or do we want an extra inventory slot? We have enough slots currently. Well, if we get tablets, it'd be different, but we do have enough slots currently. So we may want to just get enchant right now just to increase. I mean, we can increase the attack speed of burn. We can, our debuff here, we can increase our fire. So, I mean, if we put 2 into fire, we get max when we swap it here. So that's pretty good. There is another merchant, though, but there also is one in the next area. So I think I'm going to go enchant, actually. Hopefully this is the correct call. We'll see. Okay. Yeah, that big Godzilla-looking one is the one you always want to try to kill first, because those blades at this level, oh, I've had nightmares about those blades. Let's just say that. Telescope? Wow. Ooh, entrance is good. I love entrance. So this is just a flat 4, correct? Or no, this is a 3 slot. So we can actually make this a 5. Interesting. Ooh, I could also do that. But then this will be a 4. Ooh, I don't know which one to pick. Honestly, I think it's more beneficial to go exit. I mean, I could do something like this. Yeah, we only need this as a 1, though. So that's the... Didn't we have one of these? The Solus Fracta here. Yeah, so we could swap these two. Oh, but this is now a 2 because of that, correct? Ah. I mean, is there anything that we'd rather swap? I mean, I really don't want to lose fire damage, but I also don't want that to be that heavy. That's pretty heavy. I mean, if we get another inventory slot, we can have a 1 slot there currently, so I guess that's okay. There we go. That's better. Yeah, we don't want to have too many slots over, especially for the lower items. Okay. Yeah, that lizard there, always want to try to take that one out. My opinion. Unless the purple mouse appears, then of course you want to take that one out. Because you're not going to be able to attack anything while that one's up. A 3 enchant. Whoa. Okay, hold on a sec now. What was this one at? It's a 1. Wow, a 3. Ooh. So out of curiosity, wasn't this one a 1? So this is a blank slot. Oh, no, it is +2. So if we did this, oh, it does become a 4. Okay, that's what I thought. Okay, so if we put 1 in the Dragon Sense and we change it up for the boss, we'll get the full fire damage, which is awesome. So if that's the case, then we could do 1, 2, 3, like that. Full attack speed burn, the duration of the buffs. I like that. I think that's really solid. Yes. 10 fire damage just like that. Okay. Oh, we got to keep going. We are close to leveling, but we are going to need to drink this potion here. There we go. We just picked up another one. Almost full health. You know, we're almost there. All right, here we go. Whew. This is going to be a really big test. This boss is, especially at this level. All right, here we go, Blaze. Let's put your juggling fire abilities to the test. Here we go. Wow, already starting with the red eyes that do tons of damage. I see. You must be fearful of Blaze, then. Oh my gosh. Didn't even get to the tentacle phase. Collect my deserved sapphire. Thank you very much. Oh my goodness. That was insane. Leaf gain? No. No. Each time you use 40 MP in combat, you gain a barrier. No. Well, there's our solar that's going to get us. Wow, and that's damage is good, too. All right, well, that's the one. Now the question is, I mean, this is solar blade damage, so is there something we want to that we have currently that we would want to substitute out for that? That's fire damage. That's just straight 2. We're going to inflict 30 weapon damage off of that. Well, everything that I have literally does damage. Yeah, so I guess we're going to have to try to see if we can boost that. I mean, unless I can find a power here randomly. Stack. Does stack work here? I mean, we could move some stuff for stack, but yeah, we'll convert. We'll convert. We'll go to the next area. Ooh, look at this. The final level. Who would have thought, right, that our little feathery fire juggling hero here would be the one to be brave enough to dive down into Root's Retreat. All right. This is a very creepy area, though. Very eerie feeling. All right. What do we got here? Another shade. Wow. That might be an over. That's an over, though. I mean, we could do some crazy stuff, though. A lot of stuff will be so over. A lot of stuff will be very high. We got to spend the gold, though. So I feel let's go defensive. So we can't get another of these potions. I mean, we need the 3 slots, though, currently. Unless we want to pick up a second guardian. But regardless, we have the 3 slots, and currently that will be fitting for what we're going to be trying here. So I feel I need those unless I'm going to give something up. Which at the moment I don't want to. I like the Mystic because I like the doubles that I'm getting, and I'm currently using those. And the Guardian is pretty good. So I think that's where the 3, we just want to try to get these set effects going here. Hopefully. We'll see what happens. We may have, we're close to leveling now. Artifact, enchant. Wow. Double enchant? I mean, double enchant is great. Can't deny that. But the hard choice is, do we want artifact or HP boost? I think artifact, just to have 1 guarantee, especially since we only have 1 reroll. Yeah. All right, here we go, Blaze. Ooh, level 30 rooted cave. Let's see. Forgot we probably are going to come back for that potion, though. Let's be real. All right, first level. For the sake of getting Ember, so we can get the base damage multiplier, we're gonna pick up another Oak Tree Coal. Yes, boom. Changes from 18 to 28%. That is huge. That's what I was saying. More than anything, as much as I would love to get Solar Blade, it's very hard to get what you want in Roots Retreat. So I would take the burn on Ember over the Solar Blade pool. I mean, look at that. Look at that. When dealing damage to an enemy, deal an additional 4% for each debuff. So an additional 4% or 6% damage. What was the other mystic that I had? Was this one. And then the Great Blessing, which has been very good. See, this is when we deal damage to an enemy. So with a 300% strike, we may do more with this. This is just universal damage boost overall as long as we're above that. So yeah, I think we'll just convert. We'll hold. Wow, that was a quick area. And unfortunately, we didn't use a potion. I mean, that is a good thing, but at the same time, what if we would need an extra potion, right? Okay, so we said we're going to go enchant. So let's go ahead and dive into enchant here. Wow, we defeated that goat skeleton almost as quickly as we did in our first one. That's right. Still juggling, by the way. Let's finish out the area just in case, and then we'll come back. Oh, was that it? Oh, I was going to say, that was way too quick. Only the inventory levels are that quick, I feel. Ooh, trying to get me with those red diamond lasers, are we? Those lasers hurt so bad. Ooh, okay. I mean, that gives us our count, but this is fire damage overall. So I think I'm going to actually pick this one. I mean, move speed is actually pretty crucial too, though. But 1% over 2 fire damage. I think I'm going to take another one of these. All right, so we just need one more Solar Blade. Can we do it? We'll find out. Are there any cracks? It's very hard. I say this all the time, but it is true. It's very hard to find a hidden area here. Oh, no, we're going to face some more enemies, so that just means more XP for Blade. Or Blaze. I said Blade. My apologies, Blaze. There we go. Ooh, okay. Yeah, you would think, with as large as these areas are, there'd be a crack here for a hidden pathway, but I'm not seeing it. Nope, not in this one. Okay. So now we have a 2 enchant. What do we want to enchant? We can increase the Solar Blade damage and crit damage, which I like. Or we can gain 4 more fire damage. What do we gain here? 15%? Yeah, we're going to go with this. That's pretty big. Yeah, it's pretty big. And we have another enchant as well, so we could max that out. Ooh, okay, here we go. Last one. We're going to go enchant. We're going to level at least once, and we have 1 reroll. So here is the hopes that we can find the last solar we need to complete the set. If not, then we dive down to the depths to face the final fiend who stole our sapphire. Another 2. Okay. Was hoping for another 3. But again, we will take what we can get. Another potion, just in case we need it. No. Oh, I thought it may be it. Okay, so what we could do right now is just pick up the hand mirror, right? Just so we have more defense and a full set, right? And then if we do find the solar blade, we'll swap this out. But I think that's a good understanding of the environment and what we need. Good job, Blaze. That's what we want to see. That's what we want to see. Was that a... No. Okay, so the enchant is that way. I don't think we're going to gain another level. Nope, that was it. So I'm very glad that I did do that. All right, so here we are. Let's go to the enchant, and then we are going to face the final fiend to collect the rest of the sapphire. That will just increase our defense. Gain a shield lasting 5 seconds when dash. Wow. That's actually so good for this build. I didn't even realize. This is one of the newer ones too, but... Okay, we're going to do one there, and then the other... I guess we could just do the fire damage up here. And then let's make sure that we move this here. Because again, white eggshell does nothing. And we just gain even more fire damage. All right. And what I'll do is I'm going to change to the big potion, just in case. So we utilize that first, and then we'll do the smaller ones. Okay, here we go. The final boss battle. Roots Retreat, level 30. Blaze, the fire juggler. Will he become the hero he always dreamed of? Let's find out. Oh my gosh. How insane was this build? My sapphire fiend. I am Blaze, the fire juggler hero. Oh my goodness. How amazing was this build? We didn't even use any potions. Oh my goodness. Ooh, one day we will open these doors. Wow. What a build. I say this a lot. I mean, I just love this game. But this may be one of my favorite builds and characters. There's the build. Wow. So good. So good. Love the choices. Love the character. Oh, it was a lot of fun, too. And, of course, a challenge. Level 30 is no joke. There are higher tiers. Level 30 is the highest you would go to where you would want to maximize all of your points, which, again, we have, which is awesome. Yeah, That was great. Blaze, the hero. Love this chicken. My goodness. Can't wait for more. Can't wait for more. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a like. It does help me out, and I greatly appreciate it. Also, please feel free to post in the comments. I do reply to all of my comments, so let me know what you think of the game, the gameplay, the lore. And of course, if you'd like to follow this and all of my content, please subscribe. We are building a great community here. Would love to see you join, especially if you're enjoying the content. We just reached over 700 subscribers, so welcome to all the new subscribers. Thank you so much. I greatly appreciate you guys. That is so cool. I really am excited to see how much farther we can continue to grow. And of course, can't do this without the longtime subscribers. So I want to give a big shout out to all of my current subscribers that constantly comment, like, and share my videos. Thank you all so much. I greatly appreciate you. Till next time, everyone, take care.